Hello dear students, in this video I'm going to explain there was and there were, the grammar in unit 5 in English world. Okay, and the grammar is about there was and there were. As you know, there was used only for one thing and there were is used only for more than one thing. So for one thing, just like in here, there was for one thing, and there were for more than one thing. More than one thing means 2 things, 3 things, 10 things, 100 things. It doesn't matter. What matter is it use it for more than one thing. It doesn't use it. Look, it doesn't use it for one thing. It doesn't use it for one thing. Okay, just like this example, there was a ball in the garden. There was a ball in the garden. Only one ball, a ball. This a, okay, this a means one. This a means one ball. That's why we use it was instead of were. You cannot say there were a ball in the garden because, as we said, there was used for only one thing. We cannot say there were a ball in the garden because only, as you know, as you see in this picture, okay, in this picture there's only one ball. There were 2 boys. Look, we can't say there were 2 boys. We can say there were 2 boys because we can see 2 boys. We can see 2 boys. And we cannot say there are because we are talking about past. Be aware, we are talking about past, that something happened in the past, not now. Not now. So we can say there were 2 boys in the garden. We can say there were 2 boys in the garden, but we cannot say there were a ball in the garden, or we cannot say there were a tree. Okay, there were a tree because there was only one tree. We have to say there was a tree in the garden. There was a house in the garden means one. And the other example, look at this picture. There were 3 balls in the garden. There were 3 balls in the garden, guys. We know it is where. Why? Because we have 3. Okay, beside of 3 we have s plural. We have s plural. Because of this s plural, we can know this is there were. We can know there were. If we didn't say, look, if we didn't say 3, only we said, okay, only we said there were balls in the garden, still it is true. There were balls in the garden, still it is true. Why it is true? Because we have s plural. Because we have s plural. But there were 3 balls in the garden. So by this number, which is 3, we know this is there were, and also by s plural we know this is there were. This is not there was. We cannot say there was 3 balls in the garden. We can't say there was 3 balls in the garden. Why we cannot say? Because as we said, we use there was for only one thing. Well, we have 3 balls. Okay, we have 3 balls. Look, 1, 2, and 3. 3 balls in the garden. We can't say there was a slide. We can say there was a slide because there was only a slide in the garden. We can't say there was a slide. There was a slide. And also we can say there was a tree. There was a tree. We can say there was a tree in the park, in the garden. But for boys and for girls, actually we cannot say there was boys. We have to say there were 3 boys, or we can say there were boys in the park. There were in the garden. There were 3 boys in the garden. Also for the girls, we can't say there was. We can't say there was. We have to say there were 2 boys, 2 girls in the garden. And there was or there were. This slide is just a quiz for you. Okay? Negative form. About negative form, we just add not. Look, we just add not to what? To there was and there weren't. We have to only add not. Okay, and we have to embed it, just like blend it to was. There wasn't, and also there weren't. There weren't. Okay, we have to only add not to there was and there were. A negative means no, as you know, means there wasn't anything, or there wasn't the thing that we want to know. There wasn't a child in the living room. Look, there wasn't a child in the living room. Wasn't, we said wasn't. Okay, why wasn't? Why not weren't? Because we have child. Child is one. Child is one. We cannot say there wasn't. Okay, we cannot say there weren't the child in the living room. We cannot say it. Why? Because we have child. Only one child. Only one child. Okay, there wasn't the child in the living room. Okay, there wasn't the child in the living room. The second sentence. Look at the second sentence. There weren't books. There weren't books, or the books. There weren't the books under the chair. There weren't the books under the chair. Okay, we mention it. There weren't. We mention it weren't. Why weren't? Why weren't? Okay, why weren't? Why weren't? Why not wasn't? Weren't. Why weren't? Because we have books. Okay, we have books. Books. This means more than one. This okay means shows more than one. This indicates more than one. There weren't the books under the chair. We cannot say there wasn't the books under the chair. We cannot say there wasn't books under the chair. Why we cannot say? Because we have plural. Okay, we have plural. The third example, there wasn't a boy in the park. There wasn't. Look, wasn't. Wasn't. Why wasn't? Why again wasn't? Why? We didn't say weren't because we have boy. Okay, boy. We don't have s plural in here. We don't have s plural in here. We have only boy. If we had, okay, if we had s plural, then we would say there weren't. Okay, we would say there weren't. But because we don't have s plural, that's why you cannot say there weren't. The last example, there weren't girls in the park. There weren't girls in the park. Okay, so in here we said weren't. We said weren't. Okay, look, we said weren't. Why weren't? Because we don't have, because we have s plural. Because we have s plural. So we said there weren't girls in the park. We didn't say there was girls in the park. We didn't say there was girls in the park. Why? Because we have s plural. Because we have s plural. S plural. So there weren't girls in the park. The last one is the question form. Was there a boy in the shop? Was there a boy in the shop? Was there? Look. At the beginning we have was. Why was at the beginning? Because it is question. Okay? Because it is a question sentence. Because it is a question sentence. So we have to say was there, and because we have a, okay, because we have a, then we have to say was there a ball in the shop? Was there a ball in the shop? Why was? Why not where? Okay, why was? Why not where? Because we have a. As we said, okay, as I indicated before, a means one. A means word one. So if the answer is yes, okay, if the answer is yes, then we have to say yes there was. Look, yes there was. This is number one. Okay, this is number one. Don't forget, this is number one. There is number one, and was is number two. Okay, this is number one, which is there, and this is number two, which is was. So we have to say yes there was. And but if the answer is not yes, the answer is no, so we write down no there wasn't. This is number one, and this is number two. There was. And because we have no, so because we have no, we have to blend not what? We have to stick not with was. Okay? We have to stick not with was. Were there trumpets in the window? Were there trumpets in the window? Okay, another time the question. The main question, why it is where? Why it is where? Why? Why it is where? Because it is, because we have what? Because we have is plural. Because we have is plural with the trumpets. We didn't say what, we didn't say trumpet. If we said trumpet, then it would be what? Was. It would be was. So was there trumpets in the window? And it is where, because where, why where is at the beginning. Okay, why is where at the beginning? Where is at the beginning because it is question. It's a question sentence. It is a question sentence. Again, if the answer is yes, then this is number one, there is number one, there is number one, and where is number two. There number one, where number two. There where, yes there were, yes there were. We cannot say there was. Okay, we cannot say there was because we have s plural. If the answer is no, then no there weren't. This is number one again. This is number one, and this is number two. Where is number two? And because it is no, so we have to stick not to where. To where. Why? Because we have no. Because we have no.